Welcome students, welcome to the class of Physical Pharmaceutics. In the chapter Solubility of Drugs, we will discuss today ideal solution and real solutions. So, while discussing ideal solution and real solutions, we need to understand first the binary solutions, because the concept of ideal solution and real solution is well understood with the example of binary solution. First we will discuss what is binary solution. So binary solution is a mixture of two liquids that are completely miscible with one another. So if there is a solution in which both solute and solvent are liquid phases and miscible with each other, then we call this solution as a binary solution. With the help of this binary solution, we will understand the concept of ideal solution and real solution. So what is ideal solution? The solution which obeys Raoult's law at every range of concentration and at all temperatures are ideal solution. So basically speaking, ideal solution is a solution which obeys Raoult's law at every concentration and at all temperatures. So what are the characteristics of ideal solution? One by one we will discuss. First, as this definition, they follow Raoult's law. So what is the Raoult's law and what they follows ideal solution? Partial pressure of components A and B in solution will be PA is equal to P raised to 0A into XA and PB is equal to P raised to 0B into XB. So what this means? Means partial pressure of any component of a solution will be multiplication of standard vapor pressure multiplied by its mole fraction. We have already discussed this in Raoult's law. So multiplication of mole fraction of that particular component. For example, here XA is a mole fraction of component A multiplied by P raised to 0A means standard vapor pressure of component A. This multiplication give you partial pressure of that component. So this is Raoult's law and which is followed by this ideal solution. So whenever there is ideal solution, there will be the partial pressure of the components will be definitely governed by this equation. Second characteristic is the solute-solute interaction and the solvent-solvent interaction is almost similar to the solute-solvent interaction. In the mechanism of solvation, we have discussed that there are three types of forces of attraction between the molecules, that is solute-solute attraction, solvent-solvent attraction and solute-solvent attractions. So these interactions or attractions are somewhat maybe changing. But in case of ideal solutions, these all three interactions or three forces of attraction, that is solute-solute, solvent-solvent and solute-solvent are almost similar. Then that solution is called as ideal solution. Next characteristic is the change in volume of mixing is equal to 0. Change in volume, we can denote it as a delta mix V. We say it as a change in volume which is equal to 0. This means that total volume of solution is exactly same as the sum of the volume of solute and solvent. Means when you add two components, solute and solvent, and suppose one component solute is 5 ml and solvent is 5 ml, or solute is 2 ml and solvent is 8 ml, then the resultant solution must be 10 ml. So that is simple addition. If this addition or addition volume is equal to the same mathematical additions, there will be no change in the volume. If such no change will be observed, then it is an ideal solution. In some cases there will be change in volume, that solution will not be considered as ideal solution. So this is third characteristic of ideal solution. Fourth, the enthalpy of mixing of two components should be 0. That is delta mix H is equal to 0. This signifies that no heat is released or absorbed during mixing. So mixing is such a phenomenon that it is not expected that there should be some energy evolved from it or some absorbed from at the time of mixing. So the solution which will not release or absorb energy, this solution will be called as ideal solution at the time of mixing. So delta H of mixing will be 0. This is the fourth characteristic of ideal solution. So what are the examples of this ideal solution? Some of the examples we have given here. N-hexane and N-heptane. When we mix N-hexane and N-heptane, we will observe these four characteristics. Means partial pressure, addition of partial pressure will be mole fraction and standard vapor pressures. Then solute-solvent interaction and solute-solute and solvent-solvent interaction will be almost similar. Then change in volume of mixing will be 0, and enthalpy change of mixing will also be 0. Some other examples are bromoethane and chloroethane, chlorobenzene and bromobenzene. We can see here the molecules, the solvents which are chemically somewhat similar or somewhat similar in structures show these ideal characteristics, or they can form the ideal solutions. Now we will discuss non-ideal solutions or real solutions. The solution which will not behave ideally, we can say it as a non-ideal solution, or sometimes we say it as a real solutions. So real solution and non-ideal solution are one and the same. The definition is the solution which don't obey Raoult's law at every range of concentration and at all temperatures are non-ideal solutions or real solutions. Means simply it is opposite to the ideal solutions. They don't obey Raoult's law. Means what? They deviate from the Raoult's law. We have put this word deviate here because there is discussion in this regarding non-ideal solution. So they are deviating from Raoult's law. That's why they are called as non-ideal or real solutions. So what are the characteristics of real solutions or non-ideal solutions, similar like ideal solutions? So first characteristic is the solute-solute, solvent-solvent interaction is different from that of solute-solvent interaction. Means the attraction forces are not similar of all these three types of interactions. It is in real solution. The enthalpy of mixing is delta mix H is not equal to 0. Which means that heat might have released if enthalpy of mixing is negative. If we mix two components of solution, there is heat released and enthalpy of mixing is negative. So sometimes it may be positive, some energy may be, heat may be absorbed, then delta mix H of system will be positive. So this is characteristic of real solution. The change in volume of mixing is also not equal to 0, means the delta mix V is not equal to 0. Sometimes the volume of addition may increase or sometimes the volume of addition may decrease. So which depicts that there will be some expansion or contraction of the dissolution of the liquids. So these are the characteristics of real solution. In case of real solution or non-ideal solution, there is deviation observed, but the deviation can be counted, and sometimes the deviation is divided into two parts. That is, first is positive deviation of Raoult's law and second is negative deviation of Raoult's law. The non-ideal solutions or real solution are not behaving as per Raoult's law. They are deviating from Raoult's law, but some real solutions deviate positively, means in positive direction, and some real solution deviate in negative area, that is in negative components. So they are called as negative deviation of Raoult's law. With the help of diagram we can understand this. Suppose this is a vapor pressure which should be the resultant vapor pressure of solution, and this straight line shows that the ideal solution or real ideal solution should behave like this as per Raoult's law. Whatever the partial pressures of this components, as components changes, the partial pressure changes. But if the solution is not ideal or which is not behaving ideally, then it will show a real solution like behavior. If this curve is upper side, then this deviation is called as positive deviation from Raoult's law, and this type of solution we are called as positive azeotrope kind of solutions. And when the values of this total vapor pressure of the solution decreases and this graph goes downward, then this is called as negative deviation from Raoult's law, and this kind of solutions we called as negative azeotropes. So in this simple diagram we can understand there is positive deviation as well as negative deviation to the Raoult's law in non-ideal solution. Now we will detail discuss what is positive deviation from Raoult's law. So positive deviation from Raoult's law occurs when the vapor pressure of the component is greater than what is expected in Raoult's law. For example, consider two components A and B from non-ideal solutions. Here we can see the two components P. The dotted lines are the lines which are expected to be the partial pressures of that two components as per Raoult's law, and the dark lines are the resultant actual partial pressures of the system as well as the components. So we can see the dark lines are deviating at more values, and they are going at positive values than expected, more values. So this is called as greater values, and this is called as positive deviation from the expected values of Raoult's law. So we can say PA is greater than P raised to 0A into XA, that is mole fraction, means whatever the standard vapor pressure of the component multiplied by mole fraction of that component is not actually equal to the partial pressure. The partial pressure value is much more than this multiplications. In case of both components, this may happen, and then this phenomenon is called as positive deviation. Secondly, what will happen? The enthalpy of mixing is positive, means the delta H value is positive. Some energy is absorbed in the system, some energy from environment is absorbed in the system, then the delta H of mixing. If we mix two solutions and the heat is absorbed from the environment, then this delta H will be positive, and it is a positive deviation from Raoult's law, generally shown by non-ideal solutions. Third is volume of mixing is positive, that is delta mix of V is greater than 0, means if suppose we mix 5 ml of solute and 10 ml of solvent, then the resultant solution must be 15 ml. But if becomes, instead of 15, it becomes 15.5, 16 or 17, means some greater volume is added to that solution, then this is positive change in the mixing volume, and this delta V value is greater than 0, then this is definitely a positive deviation from the Raoult's law. So what are the examples of the solutions which show positive deviations? The examples are acetone and benzene, carbon tetrachloride and toluene, and acetone and ethanol. So when we mix these, for example, acetone is mixed with benzene, definitely there will be change in the volume. That volume may increase than expected volume. The enthalpy from the heat from the environment can be absorbed in this system, and partial pressure may be expected, maybe more than expected. In these three kind of, I have given these three examples here, but there are some more examples also for positive deviation. Acetone and benzene in one example, carbon tetrachloride and toluene is example, and acetone and ethanol is another example. Now we will see the last, that is negative deviation from Raoult's law. So here also the negative deviation occurs when total vapor pressure is less than what is should be according to the Raoult's law. Here again in diagram you can see the dotted lines are the standard Raoult's law expectations, but the curve is going, the dark lines are going downwards, means the values are getting lesser, means they are showing negative deviations for every curve, means for component A as well as component B and as well as the solution. For 3 the values are decreasing and show the curve at the downward moment, and the values are decreasing or getting negative. That's why this deviation is called as negative deviation. Similarly, there will be effect on partial pressure. That partial pressure will be less as compared to the standard vapor pressure multiplied by mole fraction of component A as well as component B. Means the total vapor pressure will also be less as which is expected by the Raoult's law. Then enthalpy of mixing will be negative, means the energy will be excreted, or energy will be delta H value of the system will be decreased. The energy will release from the system. So delta H is negative in case. And lastly, the volume of mixing is negative, that is delta mix V is less than 0, means the resultant volume of solution will be less than what was expected. The examples of negative deviation from Raoult's law, the solutions are chloroform and benzene, acetic acid and pyridine, and hydrochloric acid and water. So when we mix these kind of solvents and form a solution, the resultant solution will show negative deviation from Raoult's law. So today we have discussed what is meant by ideal solution, what is meant by non-ideal or real solution, and we have also discussed their characteristics. Then we have discussed positive deviation from Raoult's law as well as negative deviation from Raoult's law, which is shown by the non-ideal solutions or real solutions. In next lecture we will discuss the partial solubility of substances. Thank you.